Been a while. Let me just get this up. I have I actually am not just gonna do my normal. I was like, oh, I'm gonna make sure it's all specific, blah blah blah. No, I don't care. Why is my thing doing this? Sorry, I'm just trying to fix something in the background just so I can actually see when things happen. But I hope everyone is doing well. It's been chaos the last few days for me, so I was like, you know what? I might as well do something a bit different today. I know there's also like drops and whatnot, but I'm not too worried about that. Um, just chilling, crap. Putting it out on Telegram too, because I normally don't stream on days like this, but I actually have like some time today, so I was like, you know what? I'm already doing Minecraft stuff because I was already working on the builds, so it's kind of like, might as well. Just gotta adjust a few things. Um, because yeah, I've been working on some stuff today, and I was like, you know what? Since I'm gonna be doing this for the rest of the day till my friend's online, I might as well just do 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 do. Oh, and Baker's barking at something. Don't know what it is. Could be anything for all I know. But I've been working on filling up the aspen forests with the full trunks at least. Honestly, I can show off a lot of the stuff I've done off camera here. Um can't really see it from here. I need to move. But I've done quite a bit cuz I've actually had a good bit of free time today, and then I stayed up last night just building and whatnot. Like I've just been doing a lot of this as a side thing because the building and like grindy stuff is kind of a good relaxing part for me. It's why I like to do it even if it's off stream. It's a good way to get the creative muscles working. And it's good for critical thinking stuff because I actually have to think about, okay, what resources am I going to use? How am I going to do this versus that? Oh yeah, I forgot about ads. That's a whole separate thing I'll take care of. Um, there we go. Then we have this tree. But yeah, I have the music on like constant because I do like the Minecraft music. Actually, 1.21.7 is coming out eventually sometime soon from the looks of it, which has a new music disc with the Lava Chicken song. I honestly thought it was a shitpost at first. It's honestly crazy to me that it even exists. And just quickly, I love the Minecraft music. It's just nice to have. Because there needs to be short trees as well in a forest. Big trees, small trees, tall trees, short trees. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish type stuff. Um, but yeah, I just kind of decided to do this off on like a whim. It just seemed nice to do because I was already doing this, so I might as well do something about it. Did, okay, no, it didn't despawn. I was about to say, did it despawn? I caught that guy. because a thunderstorm happened, and I was like, ooh, I should probably catch one so I can get the piglin head. Because I got the zombie head already. I can show you the hole from that one. It's pretty obvious where the two blew up. But I've slowly been doing this. There is one farm I have to be careful about running, because it kind of causes some lag. And that is the bone meal farm attached to my tree farm, because I found out what was wrong with it. Turns out there was a thing that was glitched with it that I had to fix. Cobblestone had gotten made at some point. Of course, another piece got taken by an Enderman. That seems to happen a lot. It's actually made me debate getting, if I, like, adding just, like, non-problematic mods that, like, are vanilla plus, where I can just turn off only Enderman griefing. Okay. Ooh, this is our last 50. Another one that's been taken. Then I can do this one. Because, yeah, I'm going to need a lot of yellow dye and whatnot for this. So, and I'm going, like, all these flowers I need to get rid of as well. Because the plan is to not have them. Because I really just think that they work better in certain circumstances. But when you're making a forest with loads of stuff on the ground and like loads of plants, being a single plant just does not work well for it. I wish, and this is something I wish Minecraft would do, is actually make it so you could plant them similar to how you put like leaf litter and stuff together. I think that would be a great addition that would just add like just that little bit of extra. God, I have all sorts of stuff. I have the beacon in here too. Let's see how this looks. Don't mind the ugly building. Yeah, that's looking a lot better. I just need to add some like rocks and stuff. The reason this looks so ugly is because I needed to figure out like the shape of it, and I realized I couldn't use stone for this, and I started running out of stone. I know it's ugly. I just need to like replace stuff slowly. But yeah, when I do this, yeah, that starts to slowly cause a bit of lag. It's because of the amount of entities that come out of it. I can actually show that off. Stuff gets thrown around outside of it sometimes too, which is quite annoying. But as you can see, like, it basically pushes all that stuff into the middle area. And I also need to be... How the... It must have gotten in there at one point. But actually, no, how'd it get there? It would have had to get into one of those hoppers. But I also upped that by 1 because it wasn't really hitting that. But yeah, this is basically the outline I did. The other thing, and actually, I'm gonna keep it on frequent, not like constant. So the other thing I did over here was I replaced this slowly. And I did this door design based off actual like hanger doors with like a sliding thing. So like you can see that like they go vroom, vroom. So so 3, 4, but this is bigger because it goes out more technically. It's kind of what I'm doing with it. Still need to go through some of these things. Another thing I can show off in here, I know like we have our full maps, but you'll also notice something that and this is something I've been working on for a lot longer, but I just kept forgetting to show off on stream. And it's not far from here. It's literally like right over here. I just always forget to show it off. And it wasn't until I actually redid the map part. And I can add more to this. I was actually able to finish the glass on it recently. But I can add 2 more chambers on these sides. It's a guardian farm, basically. And I just was, like, messing around with, like, different colors and whatnot for this. And they slowly will get, like, bodied and whatnot by the campfires. Sometimes a squid has made it in there, and I don't know how. Like, it's happened, like, twice. But they rarely ever appear, and I don't know why. And my only thought to why is, for some reason, they spawn on, like, these, but I wouldn't understand how. But yeah, I've thought about lowering the top of this by 1, but also, like, making chambers on either side to, like, give more spawn for them. But I can do, like, some custom ocean biomes around it. Next on the list, though... Oof. Elytra's getting about midway. And yeah, I will say, I did this, like, today, and it just... it still pisses me off. Because I don't have a good design for it yet. But I can show off the other thing I've kind of worked on. And this is something I've been working on more, like, over time. First, let's get some stuff repaired, because Jesus Christ, I need to. Dig Dug will be the quickest. I do need, like, netherite and whatnot, so I can get my axe and shovel to netherite, and then a netherite hoe for serious dedication. But I come over here and there. How much is in here now? 46? Jeez. And, like, I recently emptied that, so it's empty. How did rotten flesh... Oh, I know. Rotten flesh is, like, full, isn't it? Yikes. I'm gonna need something for the rotten flesh specifically, and I think I know what. That'll attract any of them, if there are any. Ow. What do I want to do about all this rotten flesh? There's not really a way to auto-do stuff, so for now... I'm just gonna do this and let it despawn. I will take care of this later, when I actually have stuff. I'm probably gonna have it start being burned. Mainly so it just can easily be taken care of. I could also, like, set up villagers to trade it for, but yeah, that explains a lot. There we go. I'm not getting rid of all of it, but I'm getting rid of a good chunk of it. I don't have a flint and steel on me, or else I'd just use that. For a second, I thought I threw away some rockets, but no. And that will despawn over time. But yeah, I have been using this a lot because I've had to frickin' get so much sand and glass and whatnot that I've just needed to refill over time. And this is, like, my only real, like, XP farm other than the villagers, but that's a lot more limited. Elytra's full now. There we go. Can put that there. Yeah, I just need to fix up my silk touch pick, and then I can show you what I've been doing in the nether. I've actually debated making a ghast farm, but I'd need to move it pretty far away from this. The other thing is the frog farm. There's two ways I could make it, and I'm just debating: do I go above the basalt delta and build it on the roof of the Nether, or do I go looking for a bastion with a magma cube spawner? Because both are very likely. Oh, those guys are coming in. Because I need that, and then I need powdered snow to make them small enough. Then I'm gonna need frogs because I want frog lights. Because for all the stuff I want to use for this, I want to try and have farms for a lot of the blocks I need. It's why I made the Prismarine farm. It definitely it's a farm that I made years ago, and it still works. Is it the most efficient? Probably not compared to when it used to exist. Like, people have probably made way more efficient mob farms by now for Guardians. And, like, way easier ones. But I've gotten pretty used to, like, the one I've made. So I just made it because I know it off, like, my head. I just had to double check to make sure that they could still spawn in soul sand columns. Which they do. It also made me realize I should probably set up an ink farm. But one thing I did with one of my friends is I actually wrote down a list of stuff I want to make / finish, because there are a few things, and I'll show them off. Jesus, this pickaxe is so close. I just need a lot of XP for this stuff. And there we go. And those can stay there. Before we go back in, though, I can show this off. You'll notice these large bridges. So if I go this way, and I made it so I can actually, like, fly through and whatnot, it leads to portals. Oh, well, there goes the skeleton. I actually started making another highway. So this portal here leads to where and this is something I dug out, like, months ago. I just never finished up with it. Like, it's where my original stuff went for some of this stuff. But I've been wanting to vamp a stronghold, so that's something I'm gonna end up doing eventually. But I found this to be easier, and oh, apparently I forgot this stuff. I'm just gonna... Okay. Just grabbing that while I can. I wonder how many months that's been on the ground. But that portal used to be over here, but I moved it and whatnot, and I'm gonna turn it into, like, its own separate room right across from the end portal. But let's say I want to go, I don't know, I'm gonna take you guys to my new farm that I created, but also show off some stuff at the same time. So here, you'll notice it breaks off. That way is to the Nether Fortress, but this way, where there is a lot of blocks that I just never picked up because my inventory filled up, because I really haven't been back to this farm in a bit. But over here, I set up a portal to a place where I have needed to make it. And it's a witch farm. And oh my god, was it worth it. We have a black cat here too, which I caught in a boat. But if I come down here, I have it auto-sorted. So as you can see, we have 4 blocks of redstone in the one chest, because I emptied it recently. But it takes, like, 4 to 5 rockets to actually get into the platform. And I've debated making a water elevator up to here as well. But like if we wait here for a bit, I made this box for phantoms. It's specifically, you see the giant glowing ring is kind of like the very edge of the farthest reach, but it's not in the circular fashion it normally would be for like spawn chunks. But because I lit up every spawnable area in that area, the only spawnable areas is inside the farm. So by just being up here for like few seconds at most, that's why I didn't remove the water completely. We already got 5 more, like, we already got, oh, we're at 10. Like, that was a long time ago. Also, the reason I have friendly mobs off, I think that explains it enough. I hate the sound of those mine carts, but it's the best way to kill witches. It really is. I do want to set up a few things though, but I've been slowly doing all sorts of stuff in this. Like, we do have this basalt delta here, so I could technically do something with this. Ooh, we are on our last rockets. And I still need to set up a wither skeleton farm. I'm getting really good at flying through the nether. I have spent way too much time flying through the nether so far. So being able to actually take care of it better is nice. Some of the other things, I finished this map and realized this looks like a dragon skull, so I'm gonna make this a full-on, like, I'm debating making a Dragon Isles. Welcome on in, Zayden, and this is a single-player world. Also, one thing that annoys me, look at that, it disappears, 3, there it is. It just reappears every fucking time, and it annoys the hell out of me. I also changed the village thing to magenta with our atlas. We have the trail ruins, the ancient city. Down through here, you got that with the mansion. But it also annoys me. Look at this, how the biome blending looks. It's super weird right here, and I think part of it is because of the updates when the Pale Garden got added. I also found out that, like, over here somewhere, there's another Pale Garden that was closer. This is my forever world. I have been playing it for, God, how many years has it been since I started this when I first started doing VODs. I'd have to check. No, YouTube would even be wrong too, because the upload date is completely separate. But no, I don't, honestly, I don't play multiplayer Minecraft much, if at all. I'm just one of those people that prefers single player because 9 times out of 10 my friends just never actually keep with the server. Okay, so I got these. The other thing I wanted to show off, and actually I'm gonna use this as a chance. I need this. Then I need 8 blue dye. Damn it. Ow. And my dogs are barking at something again. What a surprise. When are they not? I can guarantee it's probably the dumbest thing again. They bark at everything. I mean, if you want to have fun, sometimes just playing by yourself and just doing whatever comes to mind is what I do. I know for me right now, I've slowly been doing this. And I found that it's just one of those things of sometimes you got to find a way to do it as you make it. That should be more than enough blue glass stain panes. Because I've been meaning to do this for a long time, I just haven't. I mean, I definitely understand the feeling, though, of, like, being bored and lonely in a game. Like, I have my fair share of games that I feel that way about. Like, it is hard for me to play, certain games by myself. Like, Phasmophobia, I get bored without other people. Um, just because I prefer being able to play with my friends. It's the same thing with several games, but it just depends. And for me, it's like Minecraft's just one of those games that I can play for hours on end, single player, without issue. And I don't know why, but I feel the same about like Terraria and whatnot as well. And I think part of that's just because it's more of a comfort game for me. And having a forever world is just one of those things that has really been nice to have. Because that's kind of where I'm at. But no, I'm not gonna make a new world to play multiplayer. Even then, if I were to do multiplayer, I'd like a multiplayer server for like my streams, it would probably be a sub-only thing. And even then, I'd need to figure out how to set up a Minecraft. God, when was the last time I set up a server of any type? That would be... that would be Terraria back in 2020, I think. Hello, piglin that got spawned by lightning. That still has yet to freaking disappear. Honestly, I'm surprised it still is, like, not died or anything. MC is sometimes comfortable only when you feel like it. That's fair. For me, as long as I have enough, like, ideas going through my brain and, like, have multiple things to bounce between, I'm usually pretty good about it. Stop stealing my terrain! Ha! These Endermen keep stealing my terrain, and it's so dang annoying. I'll put this in here. Like, and it's driving me insane because I want them to stop stealing my terrain, but they never do. It's just one of those things that just, I don't know why, but it's the only reason I've debated going, like, main reason that I've debated going in and making a modded version of this, transferring the world, just so I can frickin' have it so I don't need to worry about Enderman griefing specifically. Honestly, the fact that Enderman griefing is under mob griefing as a whole, but completely, like, ruins stuff like villagers and piglins, it's like, huh. I mean, even then, like, I haven't, of all the things I would do with it, I if I had the ability to, I would just only turn off Enderman griefing because I love building. I just hate Enderman tearing them apart because they can hold so many different things. That's why I personally think Enderman should have their own separate one. Because, like with other mob griefing stuff, in quotations, like gas, creepers, I'm perfectly fine with it. That's more of a mistake on my own part, usually. With Enderman, it's just they break everything they touch, and it's annoying. Because I am tired of my builds getting absolutely destroyed, especially my terraforming. Because they'll take apart, like, this stuff, and out here they'll take this stuff apart as well, and it's just like, come on, really? I spent hours on these things and they just tear it apart within like a few moments. I also need to expand that iron farm. There we go. Oh, I did have a little bit of blue glass pane, just not enough. Um, we still need the piglin head, so I need to somehow get a piglin over there. And then blow up the creeper, which gives me an idea. This is more than enough. I just really want to make sure we can get one. Because there's a few ways I can do this, but all of them lead to some very dangerous options. And I think it's. Are you freaking serious? Of all the places I could spawn, this is the worst. It's just a tiny thing. I will figure this out. I mean, one thing I could do, and this is something that shouldn't take too long, is this. And I could try and get some spawns up here, but it'll be limited. But it also means I can't really do the creeper part in here. I have to actually do it out in the overworld. Um, so that's annoying. Actually, this just gave me an idea. Those plig, those piglins just gave me an idea. If I do this, I need a boat and a leash. I'm gonna try and get one in a boat and lead it through the portal. It's really my only idea. Okay, there we go. Boat and lead. And some extra netherrack. That structure, the reason that structure looks ugly as a secondary reason is just so I freaking do it eventually and actually build it. Just need to design it because it's for my tree farm. Okay, so if I can get this. Oh, hey, look, some piglins hunting a hoglin. Don't see that too often. I was hoping we'd see the little dance they do. But no. Sometimes you're just not lucky. That should be enough. You know, I probably should have grabbed a gold armor piece. Let's just go do that. Actually, I can just craft one. I never have it at this point. Looks like it's telling me to craft a helmet. I just don't want to get absolutely bodied by these things, preferably right now. And now I can just... Okay. Anyways. Well, one of them's dead. Now I can just slowly make my way. Come on. Yeah. Yes! Totally worth it. It was worth breaking all of that just for this. Because the piglin head is the rarest. We can now mark off the mob heads from our list. I'm gonna need to fix the terrain from all of these creeper explosions. But that's a later me issue. A right now me issue is get rid of the obsidian. And I can get rid of the other side stuff later. But now I have everything I need. I just need to figure out where I want to put the mob heads. You know? I haven't thought that far ahead. And there's one banner pattern that I have left. And it is from the trial chambers. So that's another thing I need to go and do, is go to some of the trial chambers again. You know, the fact there's not an achievement for getting all the mob heads is kind of sad. You would think they would have at least added one. But nope. Nope. Honestly, I don't need the seeds. I have way too many seeds. Okay, if we're gonna go to a trial chamber, there's a few things I want to grab. Trial keys. Chomp, 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 chomp. Extra rockets. I got my ender chest thing. Even if this isn't full, I'm gonna put that in there. Do I want to take an ominous bottle with me? Probably. Okay, so I need to think. Where have we found trial chambers? I'll take 2. Ow. Quick sleep. Also, yes, I have died already. I experienced kinetic energy earlier. Stuff happens. Especially with me. I die way too much for my own good. Okay. Boom. Boom, boom. we're gonna go check each of these trial chambers, see if I missed any of the vaults, because the ones we still need are Precipice and Flow, I believe it is. I'm just gonna do that for now. I always forget. I'm way faster with dolphins. Yeah, I have really done a lot. I mean, thinking about it, I I know we're gonna probably need more trial chamber maps and like more of these if I want to get them, because I already got the creator music discs. I just need Precipice. It's the last of the other music discs, and then I can make the music disc farm, and boom, everything up to Lava Chicken I'm good with, because Lava Chicken comes out next update. Yeah, because I can't use that right now. I'm trying to remember what I may have missed at some of these. I mean, it's been a while since I've actually outright done some of this stuff. My god. Athena barks at everything. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, she'll bark at it. It could be the wind. Oh no, a leaf. Truly a danger to us all. She'd bark at it. I know she would, because she already does. Even if this isn't like a normal stream for me, I'm just happy to relax and whatnot. Because that's something I really do enjoy. And okay, that is us just like, wait a minute, is that? No. Okay, we should be getting pretty dang close. Let's just get on to this quickly. There it is. And I'm probably going to want to be able to quick swap. Just got to go down. And I will check all of the stuff, make sure I didn't miss anything. And then those maps I will check next. Trying to remember how I got into this one. Oh yeah, because this was the first one we found when there was like trial stuff. Okay, we got that. Oh, husks. Whoa, wait, they can spawn with keys in their hands now? That's cool. I didn't know that. Also, I'm gonna grab these candles. I don't know why I didn't grab them last time. Yeah, you can see how much copper I have torn out of this place. Because that was the last time I was here. Like, I've been tearing out copper from here specifically. I remember it very well. Okay. Nothing there. Chicken, bread. More of these. I very well could have already grabbed everything in this one. Okay. Already got that. Already got that one. Um, I'm not too worried right now. Oh, thank you, Breeze. The Breeze over here just like, I think I'll help him. But yeah, it seems like, yeah, no. I'm not even gonna ask how they got there. Because, yeah, I probably have, like, explored this one, like, bottom to top completely already. But you never know. Just gotta remember to use my axe here and there. Huh. Nope. Silverfish. That. Okay, yeah, I went up to that one. Were they, like, is it just me or were that damage just too fast for, like, two of those? Like, it just feels way too fast for two stray. Don't know why. Axes. More specifically, useless ones. Um. Nope. Already got that one. Already got that one. And any more that I may have missed? Nope. It seems I got all of the ones in here, so we can cross this one off. You know, I probably should do a thing for when I've gotten every vault in a trial chamber. Buy it. Oh, another key. Cool. You know, I know. Just take this. I will mark it with copper. Like, on the surface. Oh, hi, Breeze. Ow. Now, how do I get back up? I didn't think this far ahead. Okay. Um, shoot. Okay. Now we can just swim back up. That shouldn't be too bad. Because, yeah, I just am going to use a piece of copper from the actual trial chamber to mark these at this point once they are completely emptied. I think that's the best way to do it. Okay, that one was... Don't need those. Oh. Darn. This one is closer. And we can stop by a village as well to empty out some of the stuff from our inventory. Let's think. So the first one was emptied. The second one, we're gonna have to check. God, it's so hard to figure out the exact ways this moves. Well, might as well go to this one since we're already close enough. The fact that that is still on fire shows how little I have been here. Okay. What will we find at this one? I don't know how much I missed either last time. So we could have a lot, we could have very little. But I do need a few things. Just need to find where we went in. Oh, over here? Yep. Meaning this can go here. Now let's see if we missed any. Because if we didn't miss any of them from any of these, that's a whole separate thing for us to take care of. Because that means we need more of these chambers. Didn't leave anything too bad behind. Yeah, I went up here, I believe. Yeah, I did. Or we would have heard that go. Ugh. I hate silverfish. I mean, at least this one is well lit up because of the glow berries. I'll take that as a big plus. And boom, boom. Perfect. What about back here? Okay, and then did that one and that one. This is a breeze room. I remember that. Already did that one. Either something as a punch bow or that breeze like really like sniped me. Come on. Ow. And Winarchy. I'll take that. What about this one? Nope. Um. Okay. If I remember correctly. Yeah, over there, I think I did make it up to eventually, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Frick. This is why I don't like parkour. I'm not good at it. Okay, yeah, I did get up to this one. I keep pressing space to, like, glide and forget. Okay. I just need to, like, double check some of these. Okay, I will just do that for all of this crap I just do not need. Having bundles makes this a lot less painful than it was beforehand. Like, bundles just being able to hold a bunch of random items. Okay, what about this way? Ow. So I know next time. Nope. Note to self, do not do that again. Because that hurt like hell. Okay. There is stuff up. I believe I did everything in these rooms too. But you can never be too careful. Yep. And yep. Okay. So I did do these. It's just one of those things of you never know until you've, like, double checked. Okay. Ah. Okay. We're okay. Worth it. I am, like, pin cushioned. Let's just do this. Okay. Another one of these rooms. I might not have gotten to that one yet. It's hard to tell because my parkour skills has only gotten worse. Aha! God apple, wind charges, crossbow. Ow. I do like the actual, like, trial chambers. I think they are, like, fun. But there should be, like, more to do once you've actually just completed one. Like, there should be more to unlock, I feel. So I never got the ominous one. Taking out the one with armor first, because... So anything with, like, smokiness is a no-go. Sad. I mean, the good part is I at least know that I missed one thing in here. Meaning it's possible I missed more. Damn. It seems to be ominous stuff, though. That's what sucks. But I at least was able to get that one now. Anything else? I can't tell if I got that one over there. God, I hate silverfish with a passion. They're just annoying. Okay, is it this one? I know, like, these can have, like, hidden stuff inside. So you never know until you do it. Plus, it also gives me enough that I can check this one over here to see if I actually did get it or not. I didn't. Oh my god, I got a heavy core. Um, just gonna do that for myself. I mean, that's a pretty good pickup. I'm not even gonna lie and say it isn't, because it is a good one. Quick charge, and actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these away for now, because I won't need them. Actually, I'll do the same for my maps. Perfect. Ow. Um, yeah, I honestly like the crossbow and all, but it just normally does not shoot fast enough, so it's nice having quick charge on this one. Bread. Anything worth it up here? I'm mainly just checking in case. I do like the little, like, air duct things that they have here and there. I think it's a really cute little bit. Huh. That's cool. I didn't even know that could happen. Huh. Now I gotta keep my eyes even more peeled. Got that one. Oh my god, I just did that again, didn't I? Except it's a... Yeah, this is the same thing, isn't it? Just being dumb. Okay. Okay, where are these guys? I like how it can summon arrows now, too. I don't think it could originally. Or it could, and I just never noticed. I'm missing something. Also, is it... I'm gonna turn these up. Okay, I can hear it. I just don't know where it is. Where's the last one? Ominous key. Hell yeah. But um well, I do now know that I did miss some stuff, but that has been rectified. But yeah, it's definitely looking like I'm going to need to do more. I need a way up. I've actually debated free cam as well, just so I can get better looks at builds. No other reason. Because I know some people use it to cheat, and I'm just here like, I just want to be able to see my base better. Plus, who am I going to spy on? Myself? So it's kind of like, it's one of those things of, that's all it really would do for me. I've actually debated it, and that's the only reason why. Because it's like, well, I mean, if it helps, it helps. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you never know until a certain point. I had to go for the thing with fire aspect on it, but I freaking flame on it. There's an irony to a freezing skeleton having a flaming bow. Like, there is a whole level of irony to that one. Free regen potion. I can throw all the excess stuff in here. I'll keep the wind charges just because they're nice, but I don't really need other stuff for the most part. Okay, so we at least cleared this one out, and I have the copper thing. So what I need is this. Okay, so now we can place this down and mark it off as completed. And I'll probably look for more trial chambers. I've actually debated going to like each of the map areas on my maps and like digging down and around in each of the areas just to see if I missed anything important. Like, oh, maybe I missed a mine shaft, or oh, maybe I missed a city, or oh, maybe I missed another chamber. Stuff like that. I just think it would be interesting to see. Because you never know when you accidentally miss something until it's already too late. Like, it is one of the things I've thought about. Is like, what if I missed something important and never knew? There's where I gotta go. God, I love being able to do that. Just gotta go down this treacherous area. Because I know where we are at this point. And if none of these have what we need, we'll just need more trial maps of different areas. And I do have some places we could go that have new chunks. We just need to, you know, figure it out. Which isn't impossible for us. I really thought it would have been there, but I guess not. Oh, because it's here. Let's see. You can see where I... Oh, literally right here. Oh, it's the bogged. Now we gotta deal with the poison ones. Oh, we're gonna be taking a lot of damage. I can already feel it in my bones. Come on. I just need to be, like, very careful here. I'm gonna need this. Strength. Damn it. I mean, at this point, we're literally gonna have to take these down bit by bit. I do have smite on my axe, so at least it does more damage to undead like this. There we go. Okay. Holy shit. The bogs are just so annoying. Hey there, Chill guy, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Right now, we are going through these, seeing if I missed any of them. Because if I did, and we can get what we want, awesome. If I didn't, or if I did and don't get what we need, well, I just need to get lucky. Because I realized we're missing some of the stuff we need. Okay, there's one over there. Have I gone to it yet? Frick. Just had in our D&D session. Did roll 6 nat 1s though. Yikes. Yeah, my D&D group hasn't been able to get together for a while now. We've just all been too busy. And whatnot. Because we need to get together and talk about a few things before our next session because of several reasons. So it's one of those things of, well, take care of it when I can. God, so many slimes. Good thing my sword has sweeping edge, because otherwise this would be 10 times more annoying. Okay. Only one who didn't roll in that one? Jeez. I mean, with my one friend's campaign, I was the first nat 1 and first nat 20, and I rolled them back to back. I rolled a nat 1 and then a nat 20. And the nat 20 was for a frickin' initiative, so it really did not matter. Especially since it was the first ever initiative, and I'm a ranger in that campaign, so... And the crazy part is, it's the first time I've actually, like, been a player in a campaign, fun fact. So, my first role as a player, as well, was a nat 1. No, I never I did try to play it with my family at one point, like, many years ago. But, it was weird. My mom tried to learn a bit. But all the campaigns I've played, well, one that I've played, not as DM, is homebrew, but all the ones I've DM'd as well are homebrew rules. Or homebrew completely. So it's kind of like, I haven't played really any of the modules for the most part. But I have, like, had some really fun ideas for stuff. And one thing I need to talk to my players about is, after the pirate thing, instead of just going to the next side quest, like, giving them the reward for it, since it's going to be a smaller one, and doing a time skip to give them some time to do some stuff with their characters, as well as, like, a level up and stuff. I might give them 2 levels, just to make sure that they are all at, like, a good level for what I plan next. But first, there is stuff that needs to be talked about with certain things, because I know that's just a thing that you gotta do, of course. I mean, that's part. I mean, D&D is a whole separate thing. God bless it. Any of these have any items for me? Jeez. But, like, for my players and stuff, we have, the last time we ever talked about something relating to the game was when we first started, like, several years back. It's the longest campaign any of us have ever done, as well, for those who have actually played before, and the first for several of us. Well, most of us. So it's kind of like, talking about some of the stuff is kind of important, since how long it's been and whatnot. I mean, like, geez. We've been here doing this for God knows how long now. was not the right room. I could check the water. That is the other place. But one of the characters rolled not one and broke the wall in front of the door with Jesus. I've had my fair share of bad rolls like that where I have rolled so piss poor that it completely is like, oh my god, how? But I've found my ways around it at times. But yeah, I understand that. Okay, I've gotten that one. Because yeah, I need Precipice, and then I need the banner pattern from the Ominous Vaults. Like, those are the ones I am missing. Already got that. I want to make sure I don't miss any of them. Nope. What about back here? Nope. Nope. And nope. Oh wait, it's this room again. How do we always end up back here? Like, no matter what I do, I always end up in one of these rooms. But I actually remember back when I used to, like, really play a lot of, like, we used to play a lot more than we do now, but over time we just have had less and less time, which is kind of a given when when we talk about, like, what we have done as a, like, what each of us does for jobs, etc. Like, it makes a lot more sense. Okay, we got that one. And we probably got this one. Yep. During campaign, found a bear, killed it on the corner. Kin sat there. Now a big bear called Boo Boo. Jesus, you killed a freaking bear's mother? Wow. Honestly, I'm not surprised. I mean, in our, like, so-called session 0 for my friend's campaign as her first time as a DM, like, literally session 1, I accidentally one-shot a goblin because I hit with a hunter's, so it had hunter's mark. I hit it, rolled max damage on hunter's mark damage and my base damage, and then on top of that, I'm a swarm keeper, so my swarm also dealt max damage of 6 piercing, and so I absolutely decimated the poor goblin. It didn't stand a chance, because instead of making it move the goblin, I actually, like, made it so it killed the goblin. Okay, so now we know that all 3 of these are dumps for me. So we need to find another trial chamber. Now, what do we want to do about that? Honestly? Huh, I thought I would have taken more damage from that. Anyways. God, this is still going. Well, I don't want to put a raid onto them. Oh wait, it's Trial Omen, so it shouldn't turn into a Raid Omen. Watch it change to Raid Omen and absolutely, like, ruin it. It'd be my type of luck. I don't know if I ever bought that one. Globe, Woodland, Ocean. I probably did. I am going to take these, though, because that's nice. And this. That's free stuff for me. Okay, let's head back to base. I definitely need to. Of 10 or lower, so yeesh. That is not good. I mean, I look at my character, like if I pull up Erebus, which Erebus is something else, is the best way to put it. Because if I go to my campaigns real quick. Oh, it seems the rest of them have finally got in, except for one. Ooh, we got a life domain cleric. We're just missing one of us now. So we have a monk, um, cleric, artificer, bard, and then warlock, and I'm the ranger. And then the paladin is also part artificer. But Erebus has an intelligence stat of 10 exactly. Um, but my character is not exactly like, while he's not exactly smart, he's horrible with charisma with a 9, and he has a +1 to charisma because of his race. I need to go this way. Yeah, I need to go this way. I should have paid attention to the one thing. But like, if I go to his con, his constitution's a +2 with 14 and his dex is a 17. So it's like, in all reality, he actually is like pretty well off. Just very limited. +7 stealth, but you're a rogue. Let's see, what is my stealth on Erebus? Because mind you, I have a +3 in stealth despite having nothing relating to it. Like, that's just my base stealth for him. Like, I don't have proficiency or anything. So that's just his base stealth. It's kind of funny. Because it's not even purposeful, but I still somehow... Okay, let's see. Wind charges, I know where to put. I need to put this here. The compass will go here. Ouch. That goes there. Wind charges. I forgot to put the strength potion up here. Boom. Water bucket. Redstone. Oh yeah, I also got this from my first frickin' ominous thing. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I have it now. So, oh boy. So I can take these back over to here. But yeah, if I look at, like, Erebus has some really good stuff, but nothing goes past a +3 on him. And I specifically have it so he can't roll with advantage when using spells right now, because he is meant to be like not good at spells. So if there's anything related to like an attack roll on a spell or something, or like concentration, I roll with disadvantage. It's a purposeful thing I do, and I've already talked to the DM about it, but it's because he's not good with magic. Um, there is a village over down there. I'm just debating if I want to keep looking for trial chambers too, because I have quite a lot for that. I could try to finish the hangar, but I do need to go and mine these up. But I also have those. You know what? For now, I'm just gonna and we can mine this. Because I want to also, like, get some building done like I planned. But yeah, I know that I need to figure stuff out. It's been one heck of a time recently, so it's like, yeah. Oh yeah, that happened, God, how many streams ago was it now? Because that happened, like, quite a bit ago now, when someone came in and gifted 28 subs and also subbed themselves, and it's like, like, I was in near tears on stream. It, I still am flabbergasted by it. Like, I was so flabbered, I was gasted type feeling. Like, that's what it felt like. Really, like, caught me so off guard. It was actually the last time I was playing Minecraft, too. So, yeah. Definitely, I know that's going to be on the VOD channel eventually anyway, but it's when the Happy Ghast update, like, first came out as well. Um, and it still boggles my mind, because even now, I still am, like, shocked. I just know that with, like, the stuff, I'm just like, wow, means you can do that. Exactly. I've actually been been working, like, here and there on animated emotes. I just can't get them to look the way I want them to. There's always something off about them. So I've just been going back and forth with them, just, like, not being able to decide. And since I'm making them myself, it's also that internal perfectionist side of me of, I need to make it perfect, but yeah. I know that, like, I'm just happy to relax finally this weekend, because I get to relax for the first time in a while. Like, fully relax, no worrying about stuff, just need to take care of, like, my doggos and whatnot, and watch my parents' house, like, go pick up the mail and whatnot, like, nothing big. So I actually get to, like, relax. It's nice, but also weird because I'm not used to being able to, like, relax for super long on, like, a weekend. Anyways, fun fact about the Drowned. It is a neutral mob during the daytime. As long as you are not in water, it is neutral. I find that to be, like, one of the more interesting facts about the Drowned. I'm also still, like, mind boggled that we're getting another music disc in the next update coming with hot fixes for 1.21.7, and it's literally the Lava Chicken song as a remix. And I'm just here like, they went out of their way to do this. But it also means there's an extent where we have to ask ourselves, does that mean that at some point in the world of Minecraft, in the history, the movie is canon? Because if so, I have a lot of things to question. So your friends are playing in the same campaign as you, but didn't get any ideas for naming his characters. So his character's Tom Nook. Honestly, I I would play that up with every single, like, Tom Nook stereotype just cuz it'd be so damn funny. I freaking left my pickaxe and my other pickaxe and stuff. He's a barbarian. Nice. You know, that actually kind of fits for Tom Nook. That actually fits scarily well. And I don't know how to feel about that. Also, Jesus Christ, I am not getting any of these for the life of me. I'm having such bad, like, sapling luck today. Jeez. I mean, there's an extent where it's like, what would a party of Tom Nooks be like? But also, I would hate to be the DM for that because it's already difficult to DM in the first place. It would just be more confusing and probably like drive me insane. There we go. But yeah, I actually might be able to get one more. Come on, game. Drop your saplings. Like, my sapling look is insane. You're a criminal rogue. I mean, we don't know a lot about Tom Nook in all honesty. Like, we don't know his history. He could be a criminal for all we know. I mean, for all we know, he could be a criminal or he could be a billionaire. Or he could be completely different. We don't know. Honestly, that does raise a lot of questions about the Animal Crossing universe because humans are known, but they're rare enough that, like, they're rare enough to be like, oh, this is normal, but common enough to be like, oh, this is normal in an anthropomorphic world. Meaning, they're probably not as common as they are, like, in general, compared to certain creatures. And then you gotta ask yourselves, so how does it work? Like, with all these different creatures, like, how are they effectively existing? Is the way I guess I'll put it. I mean, we are animals, but it's like there's also an extent where we need to ask ourselves, like, with how they like are to us and stuff. Like, there is the question of, well, why don't we see any other humans? You get me? Because until New Horizons and whatnot, until we got like multiplayer in Animal Crossing, there was no other sign of a human to our knowledge. So it's kind of like, at what point do we want to question what happened to so many humans? Like, did a bunch get turned into anthro animals and that's how it works? Was it like just natural selection? Like, the Animal Crossing world does make me wonder these things, and I don't know why it does. It just does. But that also is just me being me, because I find it so interesting to look into lore of things. I mean, you got to imagine that there's at least a couple species that, like, we know dodos that still are alive too. Like, in this world, the dodo didn't go extinct for Animal Crossing. Neither did, like, certain creatures. Like, certain extinct creatures didn't actually go extinct, but the dinosaurs did. So, does that mean that it's possible that some dinosaurs and stuff actually have more to them than we realize? Because we only see bugs, fish, and like, just fossils and like deep sea creatures. But any normal animal, we don't real like, any normalized animal are just anthropomorphic. So how many animals have anthropomorphic versions of themselves compared to not as well? Especially when you think about the fact that you can, in New Horizons, you can give them any food and they'll like it for the most part. Like, you can feed herbivores carnivorous food and they're fine with it. So, does that mean they're all omnivores? Or is there more going on with it? Like, did they evolve to eat more meat because of their like body structure for some, or more plants for others? Like, these are things I think about. Sort of Dragon's catchphrase is burned, but he's classed as an alligator. Exactly. Like, some of them are literal mythical creatures by like certain things, but it's very possible they just are a mutated version, or like just, god damn it. This is like the third time this has happened to me while doing this wall. Like, it has happened to me enough times that that I'm just like done with it. But at some point you got to ask yourself, what the heck is going on in the Animal Crossing world? Because it is really weird. I mean, there's all sorts of special structures and whatnot. There's like fruit that are like surprisingly expensive too, for like excuse me, certain fruits and vegetables like turnips. Like, turnips have like turnips are like stock for them. So it's kind of like really weird to think about, especially when you realize that you can have like full on like replicas of stuff that show animal versions of the anthro characters. Like, there are animal versions of them that exist in the world, which then also raises the question, does that mean there's also fish anthros in Animal Crossing at some point? And are there like limits? Because if I pull up Animal Crossing animal, like, I'm trying, um it's a specific decor item that I'm thinking of. And I don't think I'm gonna find it by like looking lightly. And no. If I do find it, I am going to like post on like the Discord or something probably. Because, but not true. Honestly, it also does raise the question, you mentioning that, of, does that mean there's also like interspecies breeding that's more possible because they're all like anthropomorphic? Like, there's like a common genetic ancestor type thing, um, or can like a common genetic piece to each of the characters that allows for like hybrids and hybridization. Because if so, that means you could get a lot of creatures that wouldn't exist. I mean, you literally have like weirdly colored animals too. So they come in colors that we're not used to. A Kawaii Chill game, but they have super realistic dinosaur fossils. Exactly. So like, we know dinosaurs existed and they have fossilized remains, but we also know there's more to it than just that, because they're so odd. Like, Animal Crossing is just such an odd game when it comes to that. Like, and it's not just the dinosaurs, the bugs too. Like, the insects and fish are surprisingly like pretty realistic to an extent. And it's like, does that mean that there are like still other animals, or is everything like vegetarian or vegan? Like, there's so many questions that can be raised about it that it's just like, I don't even know what to ask half the time. because it's just so like out of left field to think about. And we are out. Can drop off a bunch of stone. Jeez, we are running out. Okay, so for the tree farm, I think I know what I want to do. I'm just not 100% sure. What do I want to use though for it? I'm just trying to think how I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm probably gonna want to go for. I do not have a lot in my bricks chest. What do I have in here? Not a lot of stuff I would prefer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. There we go. Now I can use this to kind of do the outline things I want. So I want to outline the door. Okay. Because I want this to look coolish. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, so 3, 3. Or I could do 4, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that works better. And then 4 or 3, 2. It's difficult because there's not really a good way to do this on this side at least. So I think what I'm going to do for this side is I want to keep it like this. And you'll see what I'm doing with this in a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I am going for a very like dystopian, like cyberpunk style. I feel like would be fun for this. But I want to like really like test my skills with this specifically. Because I think for this like front part, I could probably make that go up a bit more, but that's not too much of a worry right now. So 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because yeah, I do want this to look cool. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, boom, boom. Perfect. Boom, boom. I like the idea of there being like these smaller bits, bigger bits, etc. I think it's gonna be good. But yeah, I don't know why Animal Crossing has such weird stuff, but it does make me like super interested in like what's going on in their world. Because there is a lot to see and like a lot of weirdness that does make you question it. I definitely think this is looking cooler. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be like that actually. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I want to kind of do this one like this. Okay. Ow. There we go. Okay, let's just take a look at this from over here. Okay. And then for going into this, I think what I'm gonna do is like this. I want it to kind of like meld into it in a specific type of way. And I think what I might do is more specifically, I'm gonna do this. Then I can I think this will look a little bit better. Why do zombies just have such big range? Like, they don't need as big of a range as they have, in my personal opinion. They just have way too big of a range. Okay. And then I want it like that. Because, yeah, this, I want to keep it very, like, outside. And then what I'm going to do is go to these lower points. Do that. And you'll see what I'm doing now. I think this will look cool when it's done. Okay. Do. And I will add stuff to this as we go on, but let's see. Oh, that's perfect for what I'm trying to do. And I plan to add like a few things here and there just so it looks a bit different. Um, like I'll add some bits and pieces. Oh, but this is gonna look great when I'm done with it. I'm actually surprised I timed that correctly because I normally can't time stuff for the life of me. So that is a big plus. Um, let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, that looks a lot cooler. This is my last stack, so I'm gonna have to be pretty careful with it. Actually, that one goes a bit too high now for my plan. I didn't even think about that. bollocks. Um, and then I can do that. I'm just gonna knock this down a little bit for a particular reason. Okay. Um, it still is above the others, so it's not too much of a worry for me. Damn it. Then I can at least do this. Um, there we go. Yeah, because I think adding this line will help, and then I can add the final bits kind of like this and see how it looks by doing that. I just want to see how this looks. I can't tell if I like it with that or not. I don't think I do. So let's just quickly boom, boom. And then I can just... Perfect. I'm getting a little bit better with building. I'm just needing to do a lot more, like, figuring out of stuff. But I think what I'm going to do here now that I kind of figured this out is... Boom. Boom. I'm going to do this on each side, but I need a lot more of these. But I can easily make more of that. Don't really need a bunch of dirt. I have way too much dirt for my own good. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we have 9 in total now, which is more than enough, hopefully. And then after I get this outline stuff done, I can actually, like, fully do my plan. And we can actually remove the parts that look ugly as hell that I plan to get rid of. Okay. Because, yeah, the only reason I didn't use all stone is because it's a moss farm underneath. So it's like, well, shoot. What now? So I just decided to use a bunch of, like, the excess blocks I had. And it worked enough that I can at least start this. Because this is just an outline for this area. Because I want an outline for my tree farm. I think it looks nicer. I also really need to figure out what I want to do with that outpost. If I want to keep it, or if I want to just burn it down. If I want to, like, revamp it. I just haven't figured that out yet. And I really need to. And I also should update my one book as well. Okay. Could also do one on these corner bits here. Like this. don't know how much it... it doesn't look as good. Plus, this makes it look a little more banded. And what I'm going to do up here is... I think I'm going to go for this. And I will show you guys why. But I'm specifically going to need to start with this part. I think it'll make it look a little better if I start with this. Oh shit, I'm one down too far. At least I figured that out before it got worse. Okay. Now I should be able to do this right. I'll bonk into that, which is what I want. So now I can actually remove it. Okay. More got dropped. I really should make a roof access at this point, but a little lazy to do that right now. Okay. But yeah, this is gonna be a bit of work, but it'll be worthwhile work, is my thought process. Because it will look good when I'm done with this all, because the thing about this one is I already know, like, the base of how some of this stuff will look. I just I hadn't figured out, like, the full color palette and stuff, or like how I was gonna do certain things, but I'm slowly starting to figure it out as I do this. And it is going to require a lot of light blocks and a lot of trap doors and stuff. But it'll be worth it. Like, it is a big ass area to light up, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, bump. 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 And then I can just do this. And my plan is to use a bit of slabage and whatnot, and a bit of, like, upper lighting for it, but that'll be later. Yeah, I think this is gonna look good for this once I clear out the middle parts. I just need to do that last part, and that's gonna be the long part of this, is clearing out the areas I need to. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go through each of my things to collect stuff too, to make sure I don't clog any of my systems. Well, that's a me problem. Because, yeah, I think this will look good if I can, like, get everything in order. I just... From the inside, it's going to look weird, too. But I kind of know what I'm going to do. Because I want this deep slate part for these lined areas. I'm debating, do I want to go around and do it here as well? I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. I think it will look a bit cooler to have it go around as well. Because I am trying a new style that I just never have really done, per se. I think is the best way to put it. I've never really, because I'm not really too knowledgeable in like punk style, like in how to build it, like cyberpunk, solar punk. Like I'm not knowledgeable in that stuff. So, and like part of the reason I am doing stuff in my Forever World is also to improve on my building skills in survival mode as well with limited resources. Because it makes me think more creatively on, okay, how am I going to solve this problem where normally I would have infinite resources and I would use, like, I don't know, insert thing here. So it's getting me to actually think more on the lines of, well, if that doesn't work, there's always, well, this. And okay, that actually looks kind of cool, but I think I'm gonna want to close that off. Yeah, that part looks a bit off. It just doesn't look right. And you know what? I'm okay with it ending like that there. The question is, do I want it like that? I could keep them different colors for it. And I think that's probably what I'm going to want to do. I'll do that so I can, like, color things a bit differently if I want to, but also, like, separate it in a good way. But I don't want to over detail either. Yeah, I think that looks a bit better. Okay. Now I need to figure out what I want to make the base thing out of. It can't be anything that could be mossified or replaced by leaves or that keeps leaves or can be blown up easily from distances. Um hmm. Now what would I want to use? Something punk style. I could do some concrete. Um I could use some prismarine. Hmm. Pale oak. Let's see. Damn it. Why does it have to look so good? I don't want to waste all my pale oak and whatnot right now, so I think for now I'm not going to use that. And I'm going to search for another option. Hmm. Because if I pull up, like the buildings for Cyberpunk, they're very, like, weird depending on the type of Cyberpunk. But it's giving me ideas. It's, okay, let's see. What would work? How does this look like stripped? Hmm. That's giving me an idea. Oop. Let's try this quickly. I want to see how this looks with this because I want to bring in parts of it that are like bright but still like desaturated. because of how they look in the actual like photos and whatnot. Oh, that actually gives that like look I'm going for somewhat. I think if I were to use this, I would need to use it sparingly and not there. I think if I'm gonna use this, I need to use it somewhere else, a little more specific. Um, hmm. It could work though. I do got to remember that it could work. It doesn't mean it will work. It just means it could work. I don't care if that's missing right now. I am just trying to figure this out. Hmm. What if I turn this into mosaic? I believe is like this. Like something weird. Is it with slabs that you make mosaic? I can't remember. It's been so long since I've made mosaic. Yep. I feel like if I mix this in a bit, maybe it could work, but it's a difficult one because I don't think it would work the way I'm hoping for. This is difficult because like there's a lot of things I could try, but I need like specific colors, like very because it's very gray. Um, and I've used so much of my stone on stone bricks in the past. Actually, I wish there was like a tile version of this. You know what? Why hasn't Minecraft added a tile version of stone bricks? I feel like that's the one thing that like so many people would enjoy. Let's see. What about this one? Um, let's try a bit of tough. Actually, wait, no, I can't use tough by itself. It would have to be one of the versions of tough. Because tough, I believe, can be mossified if it hasn't been changed. Which just makes this a little more annoying. We'll try this, 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 boom, boom, boom. I feel like this one will look the best, but I'm not 100% on it yet. Okay, let's test this one. Because this is one of those moments where I just want people's ideas on stuff, I think. It's weird because a lot of cyberpunk is very gray, dystopian, like not a lot of color except for like neon lights. Hmm. I feel like there's a bit there needs to be something breaking it up a bit. So not just pure. Okay, so let's try something with this. So this has given me an idea. Okay, we have the one. Boom, 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 boom. Let's try that. See if that gives it a nice look. You know, I think of all of them, I think it's a good mix if I just get rid of like the brick version of it. Let's try that and see how it looks. I'm also gonna need to turn it to day because I'm starting to have issues seeing like how much different it will because nighttime. Fuck! Ah! Oh my god. Where did that come from? Oh my god, my heart. Holy shit. Ah. What if I did this? So boom, 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 boom. Let's try this one. You know, I think that one looks a bit nicer, but I'm not 100% sure. I have one more I want to check out before I go for a decision. And it is literally boom, 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 boom. Um, boom, boom, boom. I keep doing that. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. I think that adds a lot more, especially if I just need to test it with like multiple layers. And then I will know for sure. Because if it looks good, I can use it more. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Does that look good together? I feel like it gives the look I'm going for. And then like behind like there, I will be switching it out anyway. So yeah, I think I might go for this. I think it'll work for uh but do I want it for the main building? Hmm. Or do I want it for that? I think for now I'm gonna just I'm gonna replace the main buildings thing. Because the main building is the one where I'm like, okay, I need to think. But I think this will work for the other part, where the moss farm is, that is used for bone meal. I think the part with the bone meal should work well. And that was a miss. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Meaning I'm going to do over here then. Oh. Okay. So it will be boom, 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 boom. Make sure I did that right. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better on this. But for this part here, I think for now I'm gonna do this because it's not specifically part of it. It's weird. It's like a middle ground thing, and I don't know how else to really mention it other than that. Because I will need to do this now. But now I can do this. And I know the middle part will be like light, like a light source. I don't know what yet. But I'm debating either shroom lights like or sea lantern since I don't have frog lights yet. Otherwise, I would probably use frog lights because I think that would actually look quite nice. Boom, 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 boom. And like technically this isn't even going to be seen either. So it's like, do I want to do them? But I care enough about this to actually look good. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. And then it'll have that. Oh, yeah, that's going to work out 100%. That's going to work out how I want it to. I just need this to more specifically. There we go. I think that'll keep like the thing I'm looking for with it. And yeah, we're gonna burn some stuff. Some might get put into hoppers. I'll have to search through them on my own time. But yeah. Yeah, that's gonna end up in the hoppers. I can already tell. Ow. 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 But yeah, now that I know more specifically how I'm gonna do this, I'm more willing to do this part of the process. Um, but yeah, I will slowly do this on my own time. Um, I have a few things I need to do as well still today, but I was like, I'm already doing stuff right now while I have some time. Might as well stream it. It's why I decided to stream in the first place today, even if it's not for as long as normal. Um, but it's like it's normally a day I don't stream. So, but either way, I'm just gonna finish this part up, and we at least know where we want to go with this. I'm just gonna need to clear this out, and honestly, I don't care if I am losing stuff from this. I just need to run this for a little bit to make sure everything gets out of the system of this as well. Because I'm gonna need to run it and go through the system as a whole. So, yeah, we're gonna need to do a lot of this part. But it'll be worth it in the end because we'll get a huge chunk of stuff, like, just done. And that's kind of what I want. But for the interior part, I already kind of know what I plan to do with it. I might do glowstone, actually. That could work. Do glowstone and then, like, a trapdoor type. I have plenty of copper ones. Jokes aside, though, yeah, I'll figure... Actually, at this point, this part is part of the main building at that point. So, yeah, right here, I will start going down more. But yeah, I have actually spent a lot of, like, time in this world at this point. And, like, I don't care if I lose some of this stuff. It's why it's throwaway blocks. And like I said, if it wasn't for the fact that we have a moss farm here, I would have just used all stone and made this 10 times more simple and less ugly. But yeah. Uh I just know that I want to get... Ow! I forgot about that part. I just want to get all this cleaned up at least. Because it is going to be a long process. Because it's just going to be me going back and forth with different blocks. But sometimes that's just kind of what you gotta do. And that's okay. The dogs are oddly quiet as well, so that's something I'll need to check on after this. Either way. Let's collect anything that fell. And the rest I will take care of in my own time. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Ow. I just tried to eat a rocket. Ah, yes, my favorite snack. Fireworks. Boy. I know later tonight I'm gonna be spending time with a friend, so that'll be nice at least. I still need to figure out what I'm gonna make myself for dinner, because I actually have not even thought that far ahead today. I'm gonna try and actually get a bunch of chores done this weekend, too. I might even put on the Minecraft movie in the background, who knows? Try and actually watch it finally, who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Even if it's just for the memes. Like, I know eventually I will be cleaning all of this crap up and, like, getting rid of blocks that I don't need, but uh, just don't want to think about that part, especially because I know since it's single player, I'm the only one who can actually do it. I can't like pay off a friend to do it because I totally would. If like this was a server, I'd totally do that just so I could actually go and do stuff and not have to worry about this. Wouldn't be the first time I've done something like that in this game. Won't be the last. Because sometimes it's just easier to have someone else help you do it or do it for you when you're doing something important. I mean, it's kind of actually thinking about it, it's actually kind of normal for my friend group doing that type of stuff. Oh, some of it's ow. Okay, let's make sure that it's not. Okay. And then let's check. Cool. That seems okay then. And I'll replace this internal part eventually. It'll just take time. But like I just wanted to do like a short stream today of just building. And all of this can go in here except for the smooth stuff, which yay. Because the smooth stuff goes in here. And gunpowder in here. Okay, so chiseled stuff would go in here. And let's just get rid of the nighttime. Either way, though, despite everything, I am going to head off. Just remember, if you're not already part of it, !Dislab and !YouTube if you want to catch up on the VODs. All those will come up on the channel after they are done on Twitch. For the Discord, I announce whenever I go live, like today, for example, when it's not on my normal daily schedules and whatnot. I always announce when I go live, especially with these. Or if anything happens like the past few days of something coming up and having to deal with it. Other than that, I hope you all have wonderful days. I will see you guys later.